Warning, this story is not for kids, and it's not fiction. It's based on a real Scottish death legend. They say, if you ever see her, you're already marked to die. On a cold winter evening, 3 schoolgirls took a shortcut through the woods. It was raining. The light was fading. The forest was silent. Too silent. Then they saw her. A woman crouched by the stream, washing clothes in the dark. Clothes soaked in blood, and the water running red. In Scotland, she's known as the Bean Nighe, and seeing her means death is coming. At first, they thought she was just a woman, cold, alone. Washing clothes in the rain, they moved closer. That's when the smell hit them. Metal, rust, blood. Her shawl was torn and gray. Long black hair hid her face, and the clothes in her hands weren't just dirty. They were soaked through with blood. The stream beneath her fingers turned red as it flowed past. None of the girls could breathe, because deep down, they already knew. This wasn't a woman. It was the Bean Nighe. For a second, none of them moved. Then the woman slowly turned her head, and that's when Taylor screamed. The girls ran, slipping in the mud, tripping over roots and broken branches. The rain burned their eyes, and the forest seemed to close in around them. Behind them, they could still hear the sound. Splash, scrub, splash, as if the washing never stopped. They didn't look back. They didn't dare. Because in Scotland, if you see the Bean Nighe twice, you won't live long enough to run a third time. They didn't stop running until they reached Jamie's house. Soaked, shaking, barely able to speak. Jamie's mother listened carefully as they told her what they saw by the stream. Her face went pale. "That sounds like the Bean Nighe," she said quietly. She told them an old Scottish legend, a spirit who washes the burial clothes of those about to die. Seeing her is an omen, a warning. "It doesn't mean death will come today," she said, "but it will come." The room fell silent, because every girl there knew one thing. They had all seen her. Jamie's mother tried to calm them down. "It's just an old ghost story," she said. "The Bean Nighe isn't real. People believed in it years ago, but not anymore." The girls nodded weakly, but deep inside, they didn't believe her. After she left for work, the house felt colder. The wind howled outside. Shadows stretched across the walls, moving even when the candles flickered. Susan and Jamie huddled together, listening to the storm and waiting for something they weren't sure they wanted to see. That night, the Bean Nighe wasn't just a story anymore. That night, the storm got worse. The wind screamed through the trees like something alive. Snow began to fall, thick and heavy. By morning, the world outside was silent, buried under white. School was canceled. Jamie's parents still went to work, leaving the girls alone in the house. After breakfast, Susan picked up her phone. "Let's call Taylor," she said. The phone rang and rang. No answer. A strange fear settled in their stomachs, because Taylor had promised she'd never walk home alone. They couldn't sit still anymore. Jackets on, boots laced. They walked through the snow to Taylor's house. The door opened slowly. Taylor's mother stood there, eyes red, face streaked with tears. "Taylor didn't come home last night," she whispered. The police searched the woods that morning, and they found her, or what was left of her. Her body had been torn apart, pieces floating in the stream. Susan felt her knees give way. Jamie couldn't breathe, because they knew exactly who had been washing those clothes. Susan and Jamie ran back through the snow, barely feeling the cold. Inside the house, they locked every door, pulled the curtains shut. They sat together on the bed, whispering, trying to convince themselves it was just a coincidence. Then the lights flickered. Once, twice, and the power went out. The house fell into darkness. No wind, no sound, just silence. Susan grabbed Jamie's hand and whispered, "She's coming back." And somewhere outside, the snow kept falling. After a while, nothing happened. No footsteps, no knocking. Jamie even laughed nervously. "I thought she was coming for us," she said. Their stomachs growled. Hungry, shaking, they went downstairs to the kitchen. Jamie lit a few candles. The small flames pushed back the darkness. Peanut butter, jelly, bread. Just a normal snack. Then Susan froze. Her hands went to her throat. Her eyes went wide, and she made a sound. That didn't sound human at all. Susan fell to the floor. Her body convulsed. Her face turned red, then purple. Jamie dropped beside her. Screaming her name, she tried everything. Hitting her back, pressing on her chest, begging her to breathe. But Susan's eyes were empty. Her body went still. The candles flickered wildly, then steadied. Jamie sat there in shock, hands shaking, staring at her best friend's body. The Bean Nighe had washed again. And now, only one girl was left. Jamie finally moved. She grabbed the phone and dialed her parents. Nothing. No dial tone. She tried her mobile. No signal. The house felt too big now, too quiet. Susan's body lay covered with a blanket, just a shape on the floor. Jamie backed away, her breath coming fast and shallow. She needed help. Anyone. So she pulled on her coat, opened the door, and stepped out into the freezing dark. The cold hit Jamie instantly. Snow crunched under her shoes as she stepped away from the house. The wind howled through the trees, drowning out every sound. She walked faster, then faster, but every direction looked the same. White, dark, endless. Her fingers went numb. Her legs felt heavy. Then she stopped, because behind her, she heard it. A soft splashing sound, like wet cloth, being dragged across the snow. Jamie stood frozen. The sound was closer now. Slow, wet, repeating. Against every instinct, she turned around. Through the falling snow, she saw it. A woman crouched beside the stream, washing clothes. Her long black hair hid her face. Her hands moved rhythmically. Scrub, wring, scrub. Jamie's breath caught in her throat. The water wasn't clear. It was red, and the cloth in the woman's hands looked exactly like the clothes Jamie was wearing. Jamie couldn't move. The woman slowly stopped washing. Then she lifted her head. There was no face, only darkness. A cold whisper slid through the air. "I wash for those who die alone." Jamie screamed and ran, but the snow felt heavier. Her legs gave out. When she looked down, the blood-soaked clothes had her name stitched into them. The next morning, police found Jamie near the stream. No wounds, no signs of struggle, just fear frozen on her face. Locals say, if you hear water at night, when there is no river nearby, don't look, because the Bean Nighe might already be washing your clothes. Would you run or look at her face? Comment below.